Have you ever woken up in the morning feeling slightly different and thought, maybe I just slept wrong? If you're over 60, that assumption could be the biggest mistake you ever make. Doctors are warning that some of the most dangerous medical emergencies don't begin with severe pain. They begin quietly. They begin while you're sleeping. And for thousands of older adults, the first warning signs appear the moment they open their eyes. What makes this truly frightening is that many people ignore these symptoms, wait a few hours, go about their morning routine, and lose the opportunity to receive life-saving treatment. In today's video, I'm going to reveal 5 morning symptoms that doctors say should never be ignored after age 60. One of them is commonly mistaken for simple indigestion, yet it has been linked to countless heart attacks in older adults. And another symptom is so subtle that many people dismiss it as fatigue until it's too late. So stay with me until the very end because the last warning sign may be the most dangerous of all. Welcome to Healthy Wisdom for Seniors. I'm Dr. David. Our mission is simple: help you live longer, stay healthier, and recognize the warning signs that could save your life. Before we continue, take a moment to subscribe and turn on notifications. Every week we share important health information specifically designed for adults over 50. Now let's begin with the first symptom. Imagine waking up and trying to get out of bed. You swing your legs over the side of the mattress, but something feels wrong. One arm feels unusually heavy. One leg doesn't seem to respond normally. Maybe part of your face feels numb. Perhaps you're unable to grip a glass of water the way you usually do. Many people assume they simply slept in an awkward position. They tell themselves they'll feel better after breakfast. But doctors know that sudden weakness on one side of the body is one of the most common warning signs of a stroke. What many people don't realize is that strokes frequently occur during sleep. You may go to bed feeling completely healthy and wake up already experiencing the effects of a stroke. Every minute that passes without treatment allows more brain cells to die. That's why emergency physicians often say, time is brain. One retired teacher woke up one morning and noticed his left arm felt strangely weak. He assumed he had slept on it incorrectly. Fortunately, his wife recognized something wasn't right and called emergency services immediately. Doctors later confirmed he had suffered a stroke during the night. Because treatment began quickly, he recovered much of his strength. Had he waited until afternoon, the outcome might have been very different. If you ever wake up with sudden weakness, numbness, facial drooping, or difficulty moving one side of your body, do not wait. Do not go back to bed. Do not assume it will disappear. Seek emergency medical attention immediately. Now here's something even more alarming. The second warning sign often appears without any pain whatsoever. It can happen while you're having your very first conversation of the day. Imagine greeting your spouse or family member and noticing that your words sound strange. Your speech may be slurred. You may struggle to find simple words. You know exactly what you want to say, but your mouth isn't cooperating. Many seniors dismiss this symptom because they assume they're still waking up. But slurred speech is one of the clearest signs that part of the brain may not be receiving enough blood flow. An 82-year-old grandmother experienced this exact symptom one morning. Her daughter immediately noticed that her speech sounded unusually slow and confused. Instead of waiting, she called emergency services. Doctors later confirmed that she was having a stroke. Because treatment started quickly, much of the damage was reversed and she regained her normal speech. Stories like this happen every day. The tragedy is that many people ignore the warning signs and lose valuable treatment time. If your speech suddenly changes, if you cannot pronounce words correctly, if you become confused, or if you have difficulty understanding what others are saying, treat it as a medical emergency. The next symptom may surprise you because many people mistakenly blame it on aging. Suddenly, when you wake up, your vision seems different. Perhaps everything appears blurry. Maybe you see double. Some people notice dark patches or shadows. Others temporarily lose vision in one eye. Because vision naturally changes as we age, many older adults underestimate how serious these symptoms can be. But sudden vision changes can be a warning sign that blood flow to the brain or eyes has been disrupted. A stroke doesn't always affect movement or speech first. Sometimes it affects vision. That's why doctors urge seniors never to ignore unexplained vision problems that appear suddenly. If you wake up and notice blurred vision, double vision, partial blindness, or any sudden change in your eyesight, seek immediate medical evaluation. The sooner the cause is identified, the greater the chance of preventing permanent damage. Before I reveal symptom number 4, let me ask you a question. Have you or someone you know ever experienced one of these warning signs? Leave a comment below. Your story could help another senior recognize a life-threatening symptom before it's too late. And stay with me, because the final 2 warning signs are often mistaken for normal aging when they may actually signal a medical emergency. Now let's continue with symptom number 4, a warning sign that many older adults completely overlook. Imagine standing up in the morning and feeling unexpectedly unsteady. Maybe you feel as though the room is moving. Perhaps you struggle to walk in a straight line. Maybe your balance suddenly seems worse than usual. While occasional dizziness can happen for many reasons, sudden loss of balance should never be ignored. The part of the brain responsible for coordination and movement can be affected by strokes and mini-strokes. One 76-year-old man named Walter woke up feeling unusually unstable. He assumed he was simply tired and decided to rest. Fortunately, his daughter encouraged him to visit the emergency room. Doctors discovered he had suffered a mini-stroke. That early diagnosis allowed doctors to begin treatment before a larger and potentially devastating stroke occurred. Many people don't realize that a mini-stroke is often a warning shot from the body. It may last only a short time, but it dramatically increases the risk of a major stroke in the near future. If you ever wake up with sudden dizziness, unexplained balance problems, poor coordination, or difficulty walking, don't ignore it. What feels like a minor inconvenience could actually be your brain signaling an emergency. Now we come to the final warning sign, and this may be the most dangerous one because it is so often misunderstood. Imagine waking up with a strange pressure in your chest. It isn't necessarily severe pain. It may feel like tightness, heaviness, burning, or discomfort. Some people describe it as indigestion. Others think it's heartburn. Many decide to wait and see if it improves. That decision can be deadly. Contrary to what movies often show, heart attacks don't always begin with crushing chest pain. Many older adults experience subtle symptoms that are easy to dismiss. In some cases, the discomfort is mild. In others, there may be shortness of breath, nausea, sweating, weakness, or unusual fatigue. A 79-year-old man named Harold woke up one morning with what he believed was simple indigestion. Something didn't feel right, however, so he decided to seek medical attention. Doctors soon discovered he was experiencing a heart attack. Because he acted quickly, doctors restored blood flow before extensive damage occurred. His decision likely saved his life. The lesson is simple. New chest pressure, unexplained tightness, shortness of breath, sweating, or discomfort that appears suddenly should always be taken seriously, especially after age 60. Never assume it is harmless. As we get older, it becomes easy to blame unusual symptoms on aging. We tell ourselves we're tired. We assume we slept wrong. We convince ourselves things will improve after coffee or breakfast. But the symptoms we've discussed today are not normal signs of aging. They are warning signs that your brain or heart may be in trouble. Let's quickly review them. Number 1. Sudden weakness or numbness on one side of the body. Number 2. Slurred speech or difficulty speaking. Number 3. Sudden vision changes. Number 4. Loss of balance or coordination. Number 5. Chest pressure, tightness, or unexplained discomfort. If any of these symptoms appear suddenly, seek medical attention immediately. Fast action can mean the difference between recovery and permanent disability. In some cases, it can mean the difference between life and death. Your body often whispers before it screams. The people who survive serious medical emergencies are often the people who recognize the warning signs early and act without hesitation. That's why awareness matters. That's why videos like this matter. And that's why I encourage you to share this information with your spouse, your family, your friends, and every senior you care about. One simple conversation could save someone's life. If you've watched this far, type the word health in the comments below so I know you're committed to protecting your health and staying informed. And if you're new to Healthy Wisdom for Seniors, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications because our next video reveals several silent symptoms that many seniors mistake for normal aging, even though they may signal serious disease. Thank you for spending these few minutes with me. I'm Dr. David. Stay healthy, stay informed, and remember, the next warning sign you ignore could be the one that changes everything.